What would happen if you didn't sleep? Randy Gardner, a 17-year-old high school student, slept for 264 hours in 1965. To see how he might fare without sleep, give him 11 days. The second day his eyes lost their ability to focus. He then stopped being able to recognize objects by touch. Gardner had lost his coordination and was grumpy by day 3. He struggled to focus, had difficulties with short-term memory, developed paranoia and began having hallucinations by the time the trial was through. Gardner healed without experiencing any long-term psychological or physical harm, but for some people not getting enough sleep can lead to hormonal imbalance, disease and in severe circumstances death. Even while we're still learning why we sleep in the first place, we do know it's important. Teenagers require roughly 10 hours of sleep per night, while adults require 7 to 8. Signals from our bodies informing our brains that we are tired and signals from the outer world informing us that it is dark outside cause us to get sleepy. We enter a light slumber that gets deeper when adenosine and melatonin levels rise, which also causes our respiration, heart rate and muscle tension to settle down. DNA is repaired and our bodies refuel for the next day during this non-REM slumber. According to estimates, 66% of teenagers and 30% of adults in the U.S. consistently lack adequate sleep. This is not just a small annoyance. Staying awake can seriously affect one's body. Learning, memory, mood and reaction time are all impacted by sleep deprivation. Inflammation, hallucinations, high blood pressure, even diabetes and obesity have all been related to sleep deprivation. A dedicated soccer fan passed away in 2014 after watching the World Cup for 48 hours straight. While studies have shown that persistently sleeping less than 6 hours a night raises stroke risk by 4.5 times compared to those getting a constant 7 to 8 hours of rest, even if his premature demise was caused by a stroke. Sleep deprivation is a daily reality for a small number of people on the planet who have a rare inherited genetic condition. Fatal familial insomnia prevents the body from entering the haven of sleep by putting it in a nightmare-like state of alertness. This illness worsens over time, eventually leading to dementia and death within months or years. How could lack of sleep create such severe suffering? The buildup of waste materials in the brain, according to scientists, is the cause. Our cells are constantly consuming the energy from the day, which is broken down into a variety of byproducts, including adenosine, while we are awake. Adenosine, commonly referred to as sleep pressure, intensifies the urge to sleep as it accumulates. Actually, caffeine functions by obstructing the receptor pathways for adenosine. Other waste products also accumulate in the brain, and if they are not removed, they overwhelm the brain as a whole and are assumed to be the cause of the numerous adverse effects of sleep deprivation. What then is going on in our brains while we sleep to stop this? The glymphatic system was discovered by scientists to be a clearing mechanism that gets rid of this buildup and is considerably more active while we sleep. It functions by flushing harmful wastes that build up between cells utilizing cerebrospinal fluid. Recent research has revealed the presence of lymphatic veins in the brain, which act as channels for immune cells and may potentially be involved in the removal of everyday waste products from the brain. We can be certain that falling asleep is necessary if we want to maintain our health and our sanity, even though scientists are still learning more about the restorative mechanisms that underlie sleep.